Welcome back. I am Christy VANN with Fantastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. So today I want to ask you a question. Can you look at your wallet and see it full? That's a crazy question. Is it? Some people say that I am crazy for teaching what I teach. I do enjoy watching people come to the top, get out of their situation of complete dirty debt and into a great, fantastic life. Now, why did I ask you, can you look at your wallet and see it full? What do your eyes of faith say about your situation? Are you really believing that you are blessed to be a blessing? Are you out looking for ways that you can give back? Everyone that I am working with is working their way to debt freedom, straight into financial peace. So call me crazy. Are you always looking at what you need and saying you don't have enough? What if you were to say what you want instead of just looking at what you have? God already knows what you have. He wants to know what you want. There's so many scriptures to back up that he wants you to be in financial peace. He doesn't want us to be slave to the lender. He wants you to be financially fulfilled so that you can go out and help other people. That's what we're on this earth to do, is to do good, to reach people for him, right? Can you do that when you're sitting around stressed out and worried about your debt? It's kind of tough. When you're upset that you can't get your little kids a few little extras that they want, maybe you are stressed out about Christmas. When you look at your wallet, do you see it full or do you see it empty? I want you to change your mindset. I want you to really strive to change your mindset. We are in a system where we go into debt just as soon as we're able to get a job, then the system intends to keep you there in debt. The Lord's way is to be fruitful and multiply, always increasing. How can you when you've got a yoke of debt hanging around your neck? How can you increase when all you're thinking about is what you don't have or what you need? God is El Shaddai. He's not El Cheapo. He doesn't want us to live in debt. He doesn't want us to live in want. What good does it do when there are children running around the house that are hungry and need to be fed? What good does it do when you can't pay your own bills, much less reach out and help someone else? How does that serve him? It doesn't. Debt, unfortunately, is the American dream. We're taught that if you want the American dream, you buy the home, you buy the car, you buy things to impress people you don't even like, and that's called the American dream. Well, my dream is to be without debt. My dream is to help all people come up out of that. The cream rises to the top. So if you're down in the bottom, what are you? You're a bottom feeder? That's no place to be. You need to be on top. And how do you get on top? You borrow money and you have to pay it back 3 to 4 times more than you actually borrowed. That's called loan sharking. It doesn't just happen with our credit cards. It happens with our mortgages, our car loans. The way that they charge us the small little bit of interest that they do on a mortgage and spread it out over 30 years, then take all of that interest and push it to the front. Is that the American dream? If the American dream is to own a home, own a car, and all the other fine things, then why are the mortgages set up to where we're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars up front to the banks before we ever get to pay for our things? People, you need to learn what an amortized schedule is. You need to learn how one works. Once you learn how the amortized schedule works, you will have no more questions as to why velocity banking is the only way to get out of debt. Why do we accept these loans like this? Why do we accept the American way of paying for our things? Why can't you step outside of the box and look around and see what else is offered out there? Or did you even think to look around and see what else is offered? I know I didn't. When you're paying compound interest at 22, 26, 30%, and mortgages are being introduced at rates of 2, 4, and now 8%, and they want you to believe that? That's not true. That's not what you're paying on the mortgages. That's a lie from the devil. You take your mortgage interest rate times 2 and then add a 0 on the end. That means that if you're paying 4% on your current mortgage, take that times 2. That's 8, right? Now add a 0. You're paying 80% interest over the life of that loan. But is that too bad? I mean, that's over 30 years, right? The problem is they have front-loaded that interest. You're paying most of the interest in the first 4 to 7 years. If you don't believe me, go look at your contract documents for your mortgage. Look on your closing document pages. You're going to see where it tells you the actual interest rate that you're paying. I didn't make that up. It's on your documents. So why do we accept that? Because that's the American way. We're not looking at what the interest payments are. We're looking at the total note. And for some reason, it doesn't occur to us that, hey, we're paying for a $300,000 home. That shouldn't take us 30 years to pay that off. What's going on here? It's called front-loaded interest. Do you know that the banking system knows you so well that they know that most Americans are going to refinance their home within the first 4 to 7 years? And most Americans are going to sell their home within the first 7 years and buy a new home. So what does that do? That just resets all of that interest. If you refinance a home and you get to pay all of that interest back to them again for 4 to 7 years, and then 1, you're going to refinance the home and do it again, or 2, you're going to sell the home and go buy another home and pay the interest on that as well. This is well thought out. You need to wake up. You need to realize that there are more tools to use in the bank. You don't have to use the mortgage. You don't have to use the loans. Here in America, we have been looking at gas prices over $3 a gallon for a while. And what happens is when the gas prices become stable, so let's say $3 a gallon, and then they drop it a couple of pennies, we get all excited and we go get the gas at the couple of pennies cheaper, don't we? We all do it. You know why? Because we got used to the $3. It has been sitting at $3 long enough that, well, that's just the way it is. And oh boy, when there's a sale on gas, you know, a couple of pennies drop off here and there, then we get excited because, oh, we're saving 2 cents on a gallon. We just get used to it, we accept it, and they know we're going to. Don't get mad at me for stating the truth. I am just as guilty as you are. I was raised in the system too. I love the United States of America, but we've got to start thinking for ourselves when it comes to our finances especially. And all of the other junk going on out here, think about what you're thinking about. Everything has a good side and a bad side. You just need to know how to use it. The bank has good lines of credit and bad loans. You just have to know which ones that you're going to use to get your debt paid off. You just need to know which one you're going to use upon your next purchase of a home or a car, whatever it is that you're looking to buy. The grass is always greener over the septic tank. You have to know this. So if you get a notice that you're able to refinance your home, and hey, they're going to give you $25,000 of your equity for you to spend as you want to. Or wait, we'll even give you 0.5% off on the rate that you're paying currently. Be careful. The grass is always greener over the septic tank. So think carefully before you refinance that home. Like I said, God already knows what you have. He wants to know what you want. And I know people are out there saying, that's that crazy lady, she believes in that God stuff. I may be crazy. I do believe. I am a believer. And I know. I've tried it. I know what God will do for you when you turn your life over to Him. I know that His promises stand true in the Bible. I know that when you are a giver, you get more back. It is more blessed to give than to receive. That doesn't mean that giving your money away and giving things to people is going to make them happy. Yeah, it'll make them happy. But guess what? All of that's coming back to you. Whatever we put out there is coming back. I don't care if it's love or hate. We're going to get that back. So be careful how you use your words. Don't be looking around saying, I never have enough. Don't look around and say, we can't have that. We're broke. Poverty is a curse. The Old Testament tells us that in Deuteronomy. Poverty is a curse. So why are we living like we're living under the curse if we are one of His children? Am I better than you? Absolutely not. Have I failed? Over and over and over again. Wow. I could sit here all night telling you just how badly I have failed. But can you get back up and keep walking? You absolutely can. Can you overcome what you've been through? You absolutely can. Can you get debt free? You absolutely can. Who determines that? Your mind. You have to change your mind. You have to decide that you are more than enough. You have to decide that you can do this. You have to decide that no matter what, you're not giving up. You're not giving up. I am established. I want you to be established too. So what does that mean when we say we are established? When you say you're established, you're planted. So I am established that God cannot lie. He's proven it in my life over and over and over again. He will do the same thing for you. If he says that I am redeemed by the precious blood of Jesus Christ through the washing away of my sins through baptism, then I am going to believe that. I do believe that. I know that I know that I know he cares about every single thing that I'm going through. He cares about every single thing that you're going through. And I know that you can make it better. I know that you can do better. When you are allowing yourself to sit there and continue to make these payments, you're literally saying that you are of no worth. But what happens if you turn those payments into payoffs and we start working with the tools that's actually going to help you to get out of debt, not just make payments? Making payments pays interest. Please understand that. Go print out your amortization schedule on whatever loan it is that you have and look at the interest that you're paying now. On your credit card bills, look at the interest that you're paying when you are allowing that debt to sit there and sit there and sit there and just compound and compound and compound. We deserve better than this. And they've given us the tools to do it. Thank the Lord, right? I wanted to give you this message of absolute hope. You do not have to stay down under. No. We can have so much more. Jesus said he came to give us life and life more abundantly. And if you just look at that for your debt alone, if you just change your mind around your debt and what it looks like, and when you look at that wallet and you see it full instead of empty, it's going to come to you. I'm always telling you guys, set those goals in front of you. If you want to make $10,000 by the end of December, then for goodness sake, write it down. Put it on the refrigerator. Put it on your vision board. Write it on your bathroom mirror. Whatever you have to do, keep it in your face. Get the goals set. Envision what it is that you want in your life. Ask, seek, knock. Once we ask, we're to look for it. And don't waver back and forth. Oh, that's never going to come. Oh, he's forgot about me. Oh, I can't make that happen. Yes, you can. You can make it happen. Write down what day you want to be debt-free. And let's see where you are when you get there. I did it. Life is tough. Oh my gosh, it's so tough, isn't it? It is going to smack you down in the worst ways. But you have the ability to get back up. We're not quitters. We don't lay down and say, I'm done. No, we don't have that right. If you've got a heartbeat in your chest, then that tells me that God has a plan for you. He is not going to take you out of this world until you have accomplished his plan. Maybe you don't want to be in it. That's your prerogative. I'm just saying what's worked for me. Jesus told me that if I was to say to a mountain, be therefore removed and cast into the sea, and I didn't doubt in my heart, but I believed that what I said was going to come true, that I could have what I say. Say it out loud, people. Say it. Determine in your heart what it is that you want. And if it's believable for you, you can have it. I want you to have it. I want you to be debt-free. Life can be so good when you decide that I'm tired of being a bottom feeder and I'm rising to the top and I won't quit until I get there. You get up every day and when your feet hit the floor, you say you're thankful. Say it out loud. Let him know that you're thankful. And then ask. Ask for what it is that you need. We were made by the creator of the universe. And when you're in an airplane and you're looking down, you see all of this stuff, right? Everything just seems so flat and everything seems on the same level and it just seems so big, but so small. You are one of those little dots on this earth that God cares about. He wants to see you do your best and he wants to help you do your best. And he wants you to talk to him about what you need. He wants you to talk to him about what you want. In all of my life, I have always had him to talk to, even when I didn't feel like I deserved for him to listen to me. I know that he is there and he's listening and he wants to help you and he wants you to be a child of his and he wants to give you the good life. But then we've got these little demons that are out to harass us, right? I know they're there and they can bring havoc. Let's rebuke them in Jesus' name and let's just move on into greatness. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see what life has to offer and how you can use your life to help all of the people around you. That is what we're here for. Look at that wallet right now and see it full. Look at your bank statement right now and see the number in it that you want to see in there. Write it down on your statement. Mark out the zeros. White them out and write in the number that you would like to see in your account for 2024. Let's make 2024 our best financial year yet. No more poor in 2024. That needs to be our mantra. I have been created for greatness, and I am going to live like I have been created for greatness. Don't listen to the naysayers. They're all around you. They're all around me. Lord have mercy. Don't listen to them. Listen to Him. Get in your Bible and study the promises that He has given to us. He has given us these promises. If we act in obedience, He's promised us that we have unmerited favor because we are His children. So when you have given to the needy, the Word says you have given to God, and He always repays. And I know this. I want you to know this. Try it. He says to try Him. See what happens. And for goodness sake, stand up tall and proud and know that you are a worthy human being, that God Himself knitted you together in your mother's womb. And He has great things planned for you if you will just listen. He's already created the good you're going to do on this earth. Are you going to follow His lead and do it? I sure hope so. I only want the best for each and every one of you out there. And when you feel like that you are stuck in a system that, well, that's just the way it is, I hope you choose the right way to go. Remember, the grass is always greener over the septic tank. Just because it looks better over there doesn't necessarily mean it is. I love you guys, and I hope that each and every one of you are listening to the message of hope, and that you will stand up and take pride in your life, in your decisions. Make good choices. Make good decisions. Make it happen for you and your children, if you have any in the home. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you all, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.